The 2016 Telstra South Australian Corporate and Private Award winner is Darlene Mattiske-Wood.
I'm sure that everyone that stands up here will feel a little of what I'm feeling, overwhelmed by the honour of just being considered to be worthy to be in the company of such amazing women. I am just in awe of the women that are here tonight, that are being considered, and the amazing things that they're doing. It's just incredible. Thank you to Telstra and all of the sponsors and all of the organisers, and it's just amazing what you do to champion women, not only to recognise women, but to give them a voice and to give them courage and to help them to actually be able to network and understand the importance of networking, but also to really value women, I think is just fantastic. So I'm going to lean in and be really brave. Sometimes success is about how far you've come. And for me, the adversities that I've had to overcome to be in the place that I'm in, to achieve, were mostly unseen by many. And they're things that I don't really talk about. I'm not unusual in the things that I've achieved in the workplace. For me, it's really about how far I've come and the things that I've actually had to overcome to be where I am. I have experienced extreme hardship in my life. I have raised 2 children on my own at a very young age with no family support. And both my daughters in that time went through life-threatening illnesses. And I also suffered a fairly debilitating spinal injury that I had to overcome and change careers in that time, and lots of other adversities. I also chose to work in a fairly male-dominated environment for much of my career in the early days. So I had lots of things that I had to overcome. A long time ago, I realised that the oxygen mask that I needed to drop from the ceiling to save me was inside me, and that we're constrained by the tradition, roles and boundaries that we choose to accept for our lives. I made a choice, not once, but many times over, not to accept these constraints. I know how hard it can be to break out of the frame that's been set for us, to find the strength to move forward when everything tells you to give up and accept, and to keep going in the face of hardship, prejudice, or a door that will not open. I actually, in my early career, had to resign from more than one job because my daughters were sick and I had no support, and my workplace didn't support me and my situation. I made a decision to make sure that when I got to be a leader, I'll create a better workplace. And I deal with women every day that are actually trying to make a life for themselves, to have a career, to find a voice, and to try and make it work with their families. And I go out of my way to mentor them and to support them. And I'm really lucky because I get to work on a workplace that is a better workplace. And I'm also really fortunate that I'm in a workplace that supports what I do and what I believe in. And I really want to thank the People's Choice Board Chair, who's here tonight, John Cousins, and also the CEO, Steve Laidlaw, who have continued to support me and allow me to extend myself because of their belief in me. And they're 2 males that actually do believe in women and don't in any way discriminate. They are fantastic, and I really appreciate what they do to help me to be the best that I can be to support the women in our workplace. We have a 70% workforce that is female, and it's really important that we actually support them in their environment. I want to say a special thanks to the amazing colleagues and staff that I get to work with every day. They motivate me with their commitment and their passion. Just amazing people. I'd also like to thank my wonderful husband, John. He's very supportive and very patient of the hours that I work and the commitment that I put into my role. But I think most of all, I'd like to thank my daughters, who have inspired me every day since they were born to appreciate and value women, and to be the best version of me that I can be as a role model for them. And just in closing, I'd just like to say that I am just so incredibly honoured to be here tonight and to hear the stories of these other wonderful women. And I guess I just want to be a voice for those women out there that have no support and are struggling to understand how they can actually get through and find the resilience and voice and strength inside of themselves to push on and make something of themselves and be the best that they can be. Thank you.